Yoshi!
Go, 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 go! Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go faster, 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 faster! Moving at speed of sound, they try quickest hedgehog around. Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location without any explanation.
Hey guys, I'm Follygon, and this is 3D Fusions, a show where I fuse two different characters together and create something entirely new, then print the result. In our last episode, we did a 3D fusion of Tracer from Overwatch fused with a Splatoon, or an Inkling from Splatoon, not a Splatoon from Inkling, but the other way around. And we came up with a little Tracer Inkling here. So if you're interested in that, there's a link in the description, as well as a link to the previous video. And for this week's video, we're going to be doing a 3D fusion of Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, who else, and Yoshi from Mario. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video to see the finished 3D print. And please, please, people, I can already hear it. This is my OC. Please, do not steal. Unfortunately, the audio for my Sonic Yoshi time-lapse was really just a bunch of garbo. Turned out all staticky, and really, I have no idea what happened to it, so we're not going to be using it. Instead, I'll just give some quick info as we're going here. Because we're at the beginning here, I think it's a good time to try to answer this question that I got from someone recently. They asked how much pre-planning I do before beginning the actual sculpt and getting into the 3D work environment. And the truth is, hardly any. Really, I gather my references for my two characters and then get to work in 3D immediately. All conceptualization, any of that stuff is done congruently as I make the 3D asset. It's just a personal preference, but I find for myself that as I try to do 2D stuff and then shift over to 3D, it just ends up wasting a bunch of time, whereas I can just do it all in 3D and get to work right away. And by the way, if you guys have any questions about my process or anything else, let me know and I'll try to answer them in a future episode. I had a lot of fun working on this guy. He actually went by pretty quick. I felt like I went from just a sphere to the finished Yoshi character pretty fast for what I do for my other characters. And it has something to do with the simplicity of the design, and it also has something to do with gathering some really good references for being able to create those shapes quickly. Simplistic, clean shapes are something that I really enjoy creating. I'm a big fan of that style, which is why I create a lot of Nintendo style, or Nintendo characters, I guess. They do a great job of creating those really clean and appealing characters, and I'm a huge fan of that. But yes, having good references helps you create your work even faster. I've never really understood the mindset of, well, if you're using references, then you're cheating. It's like, well, how are you supposed to know what anything actually looks like without reference? Especially if you're making a realistic person, let's say. It's pretty hard, especially from memory, right? All right, I think I've rambled on long enough here, so I'm gonna leave you guys with the rest of the time lapse, and then we can check out the finished 3D print. Here is our adorable Sonic Yoshi fusion. I think he turned out great. He's very cute. I love how cute his little butt is. Similar to the last print, this guy is solid one piece. As you can see there, no escape holes, so we're on a little bit of a trend here. Again, just a little bit too thin in some of the areas to allow for hollowing out or anything like that. So if you guys want one of these prints, there's a link down in the description for you to grab one, as well as all my other prints. And I just want to say thank you at this time to all my patrons who pledged support, and all my new patrons as well. Thank you guys, I appreciate you. And if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon as well, there's a link for that down below. All right, with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll be making something super cool. But if you want to find out what that is, go check out my Patreon, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. This episode is made possible by the generous people over on patreon.com. If you'd like to support me and get a behind-the-scenes look at what I'm working on, check out patreon.com/Follygon.